And there are you have to make some ground rule as a Sagittarian. Like you have to mute your cell phones. Also, you don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. We have to restrain on to speak on that topic. And last, no crosstalk. If you want to move in or move out of the room, so wait for the applaud. So you have to be very, very energetic as a Sagittarius because that energy should transfer from Sagittarius to presiding officer, then TMOD. And that's the one thing. Apart from that, you are also responsible for other things like room arrangements, standees, the Toastmaster banner, snacks, break. All these things come under the role of Sergeant at Arms. All good? Can we move to presiding officer? So, presiding officer
One,
role.
hi
Yes,
Amrita.
Shweta.
Can you spell that Sagittarium, that you said? Like, I'm so sorry, I couldn't pick that word.
Yeah, sorry, Shweta, we have now 40 minutes time only on Zoom. Can we
Okay.
take all the question and answer at the last?
Yes, yes. I'll
Okay.
keep note of the questions and then I'll ask.
Okay. Thank you. So next is presiding officer role, generally done by president of the club. So as a president of the club, oh, I'm really sorry, as a Sagittarius, you have to give club mission statement in the starting itself as a Sagittarius, and then introduce to presiding officer and then handed over stage to the presiding officer. Presiding officer is generally a president of the club, and as a president of the club you have to make some announcement like a educational session, contest, TLTP. Also you have to make session interactive, interact with the guest, ask them why they want to come here, what's their name, profession. Also some inspiring story you can share as a presiding officer, and then introduce to Toastmaster of the day. Don't steal don't steal the thunder of Toastmaster of the day. Don't talk about theme as a presiding officer and just hand it over to TMOD. But as a presiding officer, you have to open the meeting first. You have to mention the meeting number and open the meeting with the help of the gavel. And at the end, you have to also close the meeting and take a feedback from all the guests in the meeting itself. If there are many number of guests present in the meeting, then you have to talk little bit about Toastmasters, international history of Toastmaster, mission of Toastmaster, for the benefit of the guest. If there are number of guests present in the meeting, then next is Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, every people is related that role to theme, but it's not only about theme of that meeting, it's more than that. You have to connect to your VP education almost uh, 1 or 2 week prior, and then decide what theme you are going to take in that meeting. But apart from theme, you have to mention what is the structure of the meeting. Structure means you have a prepared speech section, then table topic, and then general evaluator section. You have to mention for the benefit of the guest. You have to introduce each and every role player. Then you have to introduce speaker in a certain way that according to Toastmaster International, like a speech title, speaker name, speech title, speaker name. For example, Toastmaster Rowan, smile, smile, Toastmaster Rowan. With respect to that, you have to introduce the speaker. After the prepared speech section is over, you can do some activity like a audience engagement activity, ask some question to make environment healthy and fun. So you can do that with respect to your theme. Okay, you can do it anything on your own. You have to be aligned with your theme. Then hand it over to table topics. After table topic, you have to again introduce general evaluator, and after general evaluation session, you have to give some takeaway for the audience as well, and then conclude your theme and give stage back to the presiding officer. So what responsibility you have apart from the theme? You have to mention structure of the meeting, introduce each and every speaker, tag players, tag role, then speech title in a correct manner, handshake protocol you have to mention to hand it over stage to every role player and speaker. Then conclude your theme and give some takeaway to the audience. All good with Toastmaster of the day? Next is table topic master. Okay, this is a fun segment, and generally this segment is mostly about guests, so they can participate in the meeting and they can also feel involved in the meeting. As a table topic master, you have some responsibility. First, you have to mention why this role is important for you. What is table topic? Table topic is impromptu speech section, but why should I participate in that segment? Because it enhances your listening skill, your speech delivery, organizing skill. You have to mention that. For the benefit of the guest, you have to mention timing guidelines again for the benefit of the guest. You have to urge each and everyone, please use word of the day, phrase of the day, because everyone not going to remember what grammarian said earlier in the meeting. So you have to mention that for all the benefit of the guest. Next is your topic. It is not compulsory that your topic should be related to theme. You can choose any topic according to you, but it's better to align with the theme number of times. But if you have any thought in your mind, you can apply that. There are number of ways you can conduct table topics, like it you can do it in a storyline, or you can ask some questions. You can give them, for example, number 1 to number 10, you can choose one number. So there are number of ways you can do a table topic. What you can't do as a table topic master: don't talk much more than the table topic speaker. Don't take their time. You have to, if you want to appreciate the table topic speaker, appreciate in one word: thank you for participating, amazing take on this, and just move to the next speaker. So that is a role of table topic speaker. I forgot to mention tag role players. So can I go with tag role players before general evaluator? Okay. So first is timer, counter, and grammarian. So many of the people in the Toastmaster is like, why should I do this role? This role are really important. This kind of thought process we have when it comes to the tag role. But tag role are very, very important because it emphasis on time management skill and listening skills. If you are going to do a timer role, you are very attentive. You have to be very attentive when speaker started with word or any non-verbal communication. So as a newcomer, you can use script. Go with the script in the starting itself, because this role is for you to be a comfortable on stage, not to give you any big role in the starting. These role are for you to go on a stage and do with your ease with a script as well. So as a timer, you have to be very particular about timing guideline. Many of the speeches have a time of 5 to 7 minutes. So green card should be shown at 5 minutes, yellow card should be shown at 6 minutes, and red card should be shown at 7 minutes. 30-second of grace period will be there to qualify for the voting. Okay, but if there was a icebreaker speech, then timing guideline will be different. 4 minute green card, 5 minute yellow card, and 6 minute red card. You have to mention that. If there will be any speech at 10 to 12 minute level 5 completion, then timing guideline will be different. So you have to be mindful. You can connect with VP Education, you can connect with member and ask if you have any doubt. Second, timing guideline for table topics: 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute green card, 1 minute 30-second yellow card, and 2 minute red card. Again, 30-second grace period will be there. And then last is evaluation. Evaluation has 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minute green, yellow at 2 minute 30 and 3 minute red. Again 30-second grace period will be there. So table topic and evaluation has same timing guideline for every session. There is a twist when it comes to the speeches. So you have to be very mindful as a timer when you have to start the timing and when you have to stop the timing. Okay. So when you are holding your timer cards, it's not like you don't have to disturb the speaker. Okay, don't use that timer card like this or like this. You have to be visible enough, especially in the offline meeting. And this role will give you, you know, clarity on your timing as well. So as a newcomer, go for these tag roles. Next is a counter. A counter is a role of any crutch word or filler words like some filler words, some repetitive words like and so you have to note it down all from Sajita terms to all the evaluators, general evaluator, each and every role player. You have to listen very carefully from the starting of the meeting itself. It's not only for speaker, it's not only for table topic speaker or evaluator, it's for everyone. You have to count filler word for each and every one. When you are doing a counter role again and again, you are being aware of your crutch word as well. And I'm telling you from my own experience, by doing this all the role, it helped me as well. So listening is very important role when it comes to a counter. Last is grammarian. Grammarian is for to use to know the proper and improper usage of the grammar. It's not only about word of the day and phrase of the day, it's more than that. If you really like any outstanding quote, words, or saying, you can mention the person's name as well. For example, arise, awake, and not stop. Be dynamic. If you like this quote, you can mention that in your grammarian report as well, used by Toastmaster Rishi. Word of the day, resilience, used by Toastmaster Rowan. There is a good usage or good saying, you can mention that person's name. But if there is any improper usage, don't use that name because people know that. Okay, I'm not very good with grammar. People know that, so you don't need to reveal their name. Just said this is an improper usage and this is a correct usage. Okay, so that is a grammarian role. Grammarian is also required a great listening skill from Sagittarius to at the end of the evaluator and all the role players in the meeting itself. So our counter and grammarian is for listening and timer is for time management. This role is for you to come on the stage and do this role with your script. It will increase your confidence in number of times because there are other roles as well. You can go and take that role in upcoming meeting. So we are good with tag roles. One more thing when it comes to our counter role, if someone is using a more than 5 times, don't take don't tell that okay, Toastmaster Mohit is telling is using a for 10 times or 12 times. It will be demotivating for the newcomers, so don't take their names. Okay, don't take the number of times. You can say 5 plus. Next is general evaluator role. General evaluator, uh, before that I'm going to talk about evaluator, then I'm going to general evaluator. Evaluator role is your project for newcomer, if level 1 project 4, and then you can start your evaluation journey. Evaluation is a part where you can help speaker to improve on their speeches, and you don't have to think about more because every project, every speech has some project objective and evaluation resource. You have to follow that. You have especially when it comes to your club meeting, so you have to go through the evaluation resource and what's the point you are going to evaluate. For example, there is a project called writing a speech with a purpose. So there are some points in the evaluations resource like a body language, clarity, speech has a purpose or not. So you have to give evaluation on the basis of that. So your evaluation should be authentic and honest so speaker can improve, but not discouraging and demotivating at the same time. You have to tell them how they can improve with demonstrating your recommendation part, plus what you really like in their speeches. That will help the speaker to boost their confidence. So that is the evaluation rule. Last is very very important, general evaluator rule. General evaluator rule is to help club to improve on a next level. That's the other thing, that club is going to implement all the feedback or not, that is not in your hand. But you can give as much as honest feedback on their meeting so they can improve their meeting quality for the next time. So you have to invite all the evaluators for the first, then all the tag role players you have to invite on a stage one by one, and then after that you have to give evaluation on the overall quality of the meeting. You have to start with Sagittatam, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, TTM. You don't have to evaluate speakers because speakers has already evaluators. So you don't have to give evaluation on all the speeches. And uh, then the overall how you felt in the meeting, how was the environment in the meeting, is the environment is friendly, warm. You have to comment on whatever you feel good. You can give comment on agenda, meeting agenda, or the flyer, everything. You can talk on everything you really want to talk on that topic, so that meeting should improve on from the next meeting. So that is what the general evaluation rule done. Initially, as a new or a fresher in Toastmaster, you can start your journey with timer, grammarian, and accounter. Do this role again and again so you will be very comfortable on stage. With respect to that, you can merge as a table topic speaker. You have opportunity to go on a stage with every meeting as a table topic speaker, and then TMOD, TTM, all roles are open for all of you. So I think I covered each and every rule now. We have time. If anyone have any question, now you can ask me.
So I asked
So,
you the question about the first. Sorry,
Yes,
is
so
anybody?
Shweta, what is Sagittarius Arms? No, Sagittarius Arms generally, the XCOM team we have.
Hmm.
President is like DP, Sagittarius Arms
Hmm.
is to DTM Vinay. So
Hmm.
Sagittarius Arm will be fixed every time. Presiding officer is going to be a fix for every meeting. You can't do that role because that role is restricted to, kind of XCOM. Okay. So any other question do you want to ask Shweta or anyone in the meeting?
No, no, no. Thank you.
Thank you.
so Amrita, you spoke about evaluator. When they come on stage, मतलब they
Hmm.
have to call the tag team on stage. They have to call the evaluators on stage, right? You mentioned
Yes,
that once.
yes.
So, but do we need to give feedback? I mean, does the general evaluator need to give feedback to these teams separately, or मतलब what is the objective of calling them on stage?
Look, as a general evaluator, first you have to invite evaluator one by one. After their evaluation done, you have to call timer, accounter, and grammarian. Yes, you can give them evaluation if you feel it. If you feel anything, you have to add general evaluator. Evaluator missed on that point, you can add that. If you want
Okay.
grammarian, you have to give some feedback to grammarian or accountant, you can do that. So you have to give
Okay.
feedback on every role player except the speakers, because speaker has evaluator. But in case evaluator forgets something, so you can add something for the speaker itself as well.
Even the Toastmasters of the day, Sergeant at Arms, everybody
Yes,
needs to be
yes.
invited on the stage.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Okay.
No, you don't have to invite them. You just have to give them feedback.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions?
Uh,
And
Hi,
who
Shweta.
times,
Yeah,
sorry,
so
Mohit.
yeah, it's
Yes,
go
Mohit.
ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, Mohit. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just have the order of the meeting. So table topic, like TMOD, after table topic master's role is finished, then TMOD hands over the meeting to G, right? And then G takes over the evaluation part of the meeting, and
Correct.
then he concludes with his like final comments. Is that the order?
First, Sagittatam will Sagittatam will start the meeting. Then presiding officer will open the meeting. Then hand it over to TMOD. After prepared speech section, TMOD will hand it over to TTM. After TTM session, again TMOD will come to the picture, do some audience engagement activity, or straight away, with respect to time, they will hand it over to G. After G session, again stage will come back to TMOD. TMOD will conclude the theme and give some takeaway to the audience, and then thank to the audience and hand it over to presiding officer. Presiding officer will come, ask the feedback from the guest, interact with the guest, and do some announcement if they have any. So that's the order in Toastmasters. In District 98, TMOD will introduce tag team. Beyond District 98, G will introduce tag team. But in our district, TMOD will going to introduce all the tag role players in the starting itself. I hope you're clear now.
Yeah, that's clear. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And who times the entire meeting?
Yes, Shweta, what is your question?
Who times the entire meeting?
Okay, so we have, agenda for every meeting. As a team mod, you have to be mindful where to stop with respect to time. So if you have a
Okay.
long script, but you have to be very, very mindful about timing because you are the master of ceremony of that meeting. So with respect to agenda, take a printout and follow that agenda. If you have to
Okay.
do restrict yourself or do some activity less, that's fine, but we have to start on time and we have to end on time for our time management skills. So
And
we
is
have
there a time
agenda one
allotted to
day.
each section? Is there a
Yes,
time allotted to each
yes,
section?
yes.
Okay.
Each section has a particular time. Go through agenda, you can have a more quality and clarity on that.
Sure.
Any question? Toastmaster, Divya, Sagar,
Mm,
Nasreen.
hi, Amruta. I have one question.
Hi.
Thank you so much, Amruta, for educating our members, and that was wonderful session. My question is, can we rename Grammarian as a language evaluator?
I don't think so because what you can do now,
Because
you have.
some online clubs I have attended, where they don't have Grammarian, they have a language evaluator. So as a change, can we implement that in our club?
I'm not going to recommend that because what you can do now, if you are doing two roles at a time, you are not being attentive for your account as well as at the same time your grammarian role as well. You can't do justice to any role, I think. If you have
Okay.
separate role player will be fully attentive to that separate role and they will give 100% to that role. If they are a grammarian for this upcoming meeting, so they will be grammarian and they will focus on word of the day, phrase of the day, good
No, sorry,
usage,
sorry,
often used.
sorry. My question was to can we rename grammarian as language evaluator? So there will not be
No, so
grammarian. We call
language evaluator role is basically a combination of R counter and grammarian both. In
okay,
many
okay,
online clubs, they don't have many members, so what they can do, they can combine both the roles. But if you are going to do multiple roles, I don't think it will going to add value because you have to be attentive in this role, very attentive from starting
okay,
at
okay,
to the end.
okay. Thank you.
So thank you so much, everyone. I think we don't have any questions now. And now I'm going to hand it over to Toastmaster Rowan.
Thank you so